Let you know, man, you are really encouraging me, motivating me, inspiring me. God is really using you to help me out.
Family, you guys are so amazing. This is AOS the podcast. I'm your host, Mr. AOS Inspires. Listen, I love you guys to life. Listen, this is what I need you to do. Do me a favor real fast. We're growing. We're growing on all social media platforms. You guys have been showing love. You guys have been sharing. For that, I want to say thank you so very much for your shares, your comments, for inviting your guests or your friends to listen. Listen to this podcast. He's dropping some amazing jewels. He's consistent every single Wednesday, 8 a.m. He drops something that I can use for my life. I greatly appreciate your connection. YouTube, you guys are showing up and showing out. Listen, our next goal, we hit our first goal. Our first goal was to get to 400 subscribers. Our next goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers. Listen, you guys are really showing love. Listen, also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and also iHeartRadio. Go ahead and download. And this is the crazy thing. You can go to an episode that you really, really love, that really speaks to your spirit. You can hit the share button and share it to your story, share it through a text message, or share it through to a post on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, whatever. I need you to share that thing because when we're growing at a pretty cool rate, it's a really, really good rate. However, I want to grow faster. Why? Because we have a message that people need to hear. And I don't want people to die not being able to hear this message because this message could have changed their life. So that's what I'm starting at right there. So let's start with this. I got a great, this is AOS Notes. And by the way, I apologize, AOS Notes. But I've got something great that I want to share with you all today that I believe that'll be beneficial for your life, so that you can move effectively and stop being so frustrated. I'm just going to start off with the blunt statement. Sometimes you got to learn to keep your business to yourself. Bars. Some of y'all be like, yo, I need this. Listen, sometimes you need to learn to keep your business to yourself. Now, let's break this thing down. I had a conversation with somebody, and then the person that they shared their business with, watch this, told everybody. Not only did they tell everybody, but they were giving them advice on what they think that they should do. And then when they gave them advice, the advice that they gave wasn't really, it was good advice for them, but not good advice for the receiving end. And the receiving end got frustrated and got annoyed and got offended because here it is, you've been doing the research about this particular topic. Now this person has limited resources or limited thinking about the topic, and they're giving you their input, but they could not have given their input had you kept your mouth shut. Some of y'all, this is a bar for some of y'all. Listen, this AOS note not going to be that long, but some of y'all need to learn to keep your mouth shut. Because when you learn to keep your mouth shut, this is what will happen. People won't know how can they be opinionated in your business if they don't know. My parents always told me no news is good news. Listen, I'm dating myself. No news is good news. So what I want to share with you on today, keep your business to yourself. So many of y'all, I get it. You got to get it out. But I want to suggest that you find a safe haven person that you know that you feel comfortable that they're not going to be so opinionated and they will be able to keep and contain your business, what you tell them, to themselves and won't spread it out and tell everybody. You need to find that person. We all need at least one person in our life that will keep the business and keep what we said to themselves and won't share with everybody. That's a big one, right? But you need to find that safe haven place and learn to keep your business learn to keep your mouth shut. I get it. You feel, listen, and I get it. This is how it happens sometimes. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. This is how it happens. You get so comfortable in a conversation with somebody and they begin to say this and they begin to say that, and then you get comfortable. They may not share nothing with you, but they say something like this. Talk to me. It's me. Talk to me. What's going on? You all right? I'm just checking on. And the truth of the matter is they may be really, they may really care for you and they are really interested in your well-being, and they're giving you the best information that they know. Now, this is a note. The things that they understand about what you're talking about, they may understand it one way and one way only. They may have experienced what you're talking about one way and one way only. But what I like to share with people, things change from year to year. Finances, education, the way you raise your children. right? I know when you were a little kid, you got water, but now the doctors say don't give the kids too much water because as an infant, they can die. Who would have known, right? I don't know how much water I had as a child. You would think something natural, it wouldn't hurt the child. It wouldn't hurt the baby. But doctors are saying now, I'm going to tell you another thing too. Doctors are saying now, don't give the baby that much water. Just give them just a little bit because if not, you can kill them. Another thing too that I found out, I didn't find out, but they start experimenting now. They found out that if your child is allergic to nuts and seafood, give it to them now to find out versus later. Because my first son, he was raised vegan. We veered off a little bit, but I'm pulling this thing back for real. We ain't go crazy. We didn't eat no pork, nothing like that. But I'm reeling this thing back. But with my son, he was raised vegan, right? So when he was born, he didn't eat no meat. And now, we try to give him little chicken nuggets. He'd nibble on it just a little bit, but he won't really eat it because he was raised vegan. He wants, now I'm going to tell you this. She may watch it. She may not watch this. I don't think she watched all my episodes. She might. But my mom, I'm blaming my mom because she was the first person to give him some candy in church. Now this dude loves candy. So I blame that on my mom. But I want to sum this thing up and bring it really back in. Sometimes you need to learn to keep your business to yourself. That's just the facts. That's the hard truth, because people will have great intentions and they may give great advice that works for them, but it may not necessarily work for your situation. And I get it. Sometimes you get comfortable. You just want to tell people stuff and you just feel like I could tell this person this and it'll just stay here, or no, it won't. It won't. I promise you. They're going to tell somebody that you may not want to know. You may not want this person to know your business. So the best way to do it, and I get it, some people are going to say in the comments, but you got to get it out somehow, but you got to know who to get it out to. Everybody is not good to handle the personal information that you have because everybody doesn't have your best interest. Some people do have your best interest, but the best thing for you to do is to keep your mouth shut. That's it. And just learn how to navigate through that thing. Just learn how to navigate through your issues until you find somebody. If you need somebody to talk to that you want to splat your business out, get you a book and write it all down. Period. Get you a book and just write all your issues down if you don't have nobody to talk to. But this is the thing. If you want a friend, make yourself friendly, right? And I tell people this all the time with trust. Trust is so valuable, right? Because sometimes it can take years to gain trust and seconds to lose it. Wow. Bars. And you got to be careful with trust. Why? I'm going to say this again. This is for the soundbite. Got to say it again. Trust can take years to build, but only seconds to lose. Be careful about who you trust, because everybody that you trust may not have your best interest, but some people that you do trust may have your best interest. However, if you don't want their feedback and you don't want to hear what they have to say about your situation, zip it up. Save yourself the frustration. I promise you. You'll save yourself the frustration. It's AOS Notes. I love you guys. Let's go.